digital lending apps. Over 50 of them currently in Kenya. And you know how it starts, eh? It's like having an affair. You're having it all good until that one day you decide to go on a date with that other particular person. Digital apps. So you borrow. For most of the times it's luxuries, you know. You are attending a wedding and now you see the bride saw you in that dress that you have, so you want to change and buy something new just in case you bump into the same people. What do? I don't have money, but there's a digital lender who told me qualify for probably 50,000. You rush, you go and borrow. Let's say you even borrow 20k. 30 days down the line, you did not use that money to generate revenue. Your salary has not increased. You are not expecting any boom or bonus. You have to pay. Then digital lender number 2 comes and say, honey, you will not suffer alone. Please come to mama. You qualify for 60,000. What do? You borrow to pay off lender number 1. Then 60 days later, you realize your income has not changed. You did not, again, use that money to generate revenue. You paid off lender number 1. So lender number 3 comes with a higher qualification. We have analyzed your phone transactions and you know what, honey, you qualify. And again, it's our little secret. Nobody needs to know about it. So you collect that money, go and pay lender number 1, pay off lender number 2, and now you are paying off an interest rate of, let's say, roughly about 7 to 15% per month to each lender. Let's use 7%. 7% per annum, that will be 84%. If you are borrowing from 3 different digital lenders, that is 252% per annum. Boss, you are rich. How can you pay an interest of 252% per annum? Then again, I look at Charles Kimani. That story was on Tuko Talks with Lynn Ngugi, who borrowed 1,600 from M-Shwari. And currently, he's running a business worth 750,000 Kenya shillings. Kwani wengine ni kurogwa tulirogwa. Well, I have a guest with me, Winfred Njeri, an expert in financial management. Winnie, what happened? There is the others and then there's Charles. Where have we gone wrong? Save us.
Okay, with these digital loans, there are 3 things that I'll tell people need to do. Pesa iko na pesa inapaswa kutumiwa. Lakini unatumia kufanya nini? So the first thing ni kuanalyze need analysis. Nachukua ya kufanya nini? Na hiyo yenye unachukua lazima utumie yote. Usichukue pesa kununua nguo ya kwenda harusi.
Oh yes, dear.
Chukua pesa kutumia ukijua lazima ufanye nini? Ulipe. Na venye umesema, the more you take this loan, the more interest you're paying, and therefore it become, you repay more. So, digital loans are not for daily expenses. They are not for luxury. Digital loans are good, but use them for generating extra income or for funding working capital, knowing immediately you need to do what? You repay immediately. Then the second mistake people are doing is where they're not analyzing repayment analysis. You have actually stated 252%, but the moment somebody is getting into it, they had not done that calculation.
Correct.
They didn't check, do I really need the whole 50,000? Maybe if for sure you had done your repayment analysis, maybe you only needed 2,000. So if you take the 50,000, you need to have done the entire repayment analysis. By end month, is my income able to pay the 50,000 plus the interest that is required?
Yes. And remember, you have a repayment period of 30
30
days.
days,
What will
yes.
change regarding your income streams within 30 days that is giving you the confidence to do what? To rush for this money.
Yes. So, and then the other item that I would highlight, or the other that point, is people have not analyzed the consequences. If I'm unable to pay, what will happen? Because it is easy coming thinking, I'll easily run away.
Yes.
Because people are not, the digital lending or the digital lender is not seeing you face to face. So you're thinking you're not being seen, and therefore, if I don't pay, what am I going to do? I can just get into a matatu and go to Shags under our tree and sleep forever.
They will not get me.
Watanipata huko, hakuna mtu atajua. Ushago kwetu hata kuingia hata kuna boda so siwezi patikana. But what they forget is, by the time you are subscribing, or the time you're saying yes, they have accessed all your information. Just the way it is digital, we are in digital network. The technology, it is there. You'll be gotten wherever you are. And when you are there, you start getting information or SMSs coming to you that you have not paid back the money.
Correct.
It has grown. You have these 30 days to pay, or 20 days, or 10 days. Otherwise, you'll be blacklisted. Do not ever get any future credit. And you start getting shocked. It doesn't mean I'll never get money. Maybe at that time, because of the circle you have created, you're in deep hole. You're wondering how to get out. So the consequences makes you get blacklisted. And again, you end up being in CRB, where you will never be able to get loan in any institution or in the other digital loan until you clear all this cycle of digital loan. So the consequences analysis people don't do. They rush thinking, because I'm not being seen, you're not physical together, you'll not get me. Yes.
And now that you've mentioned that, there's something called contact tracing. Whereby if you dodge their calls, you have not paid off their loans, you know what they do? They reach out to anybody on your contact list. Remember that thing you accepted, those terms you accepted, guys? They reach out to, it could even be your boss. I know I have received probably 1 or 2 where I'm being told, tell fulani to clear their loans with this particular digital lender. That's embarrassing. Can you imagine if they get in touch with your boss? Utaambia watu nini? You know?
And even when you look at akiwa ni mtu wako kwa biashara. Pale kwa biashara kuna wale watu kuna venye unapandanga kufanya kazi yako. Pengine wenye unafanya nao kazi hawajui kenye unafanya. Lakini sisi wako kwa list yako. Na venye wamekupatia heshima, wanapigiwa simu fulani na fulani hajalipa. Tafadhali tusaidie. You're causing yourself embarrassment. So that consequences analysis, watu wafanye.
It's important.
Na baadaye inaleta stress kwa maisha yao. Hata kwa familia, because bibi yako ama your girlfriend or your parents can be called. And you can imagine how it can be stressful. Kwa mzazi akisikia mtoto wangu ako na deni na pengine ukienda huko wewe ndio unakwanga umekaa vizuri sana, umevaa vizuri. Kwa hivyo it is good watu wafanye hiyo mambo tatu. Ndio waweze kuwa successful na hizi digital loans, na mtu asijipate kwa stress ama asikuwe so much stressed in terms of a cycle of loans where they'll never get out.
And you know, with that, there's now where mental health creeps in, emotional, torture. Every time you're at home, you are playing with your kids. Kidogo nasikia titit. Digital lender 1. They need their money. And you need to pay interest. Probably you even have a rollover. You missed and delayed a payment. You are in the office, boardroom meeting. Digital lender number 2. Reminding you that you need to pay their loans. You are in bed na mama. Tua kidogo message imeingia. It's really not worth the discomfort it gives you. And unfortunately, most young guys have gotten absorbed in this kind of lending, and eventually, even young families, we have had cases of suicide, and it started with one financial mistake: borrowing without doing or going through a good need analysis. Because kumbuka, deni ukiomba, my dear,
Lazima
even if
ilipwe.
it takes 5 years, lazima utalipa. Na utafuatwa na kufuatwa mpaka kwa kaburi. You have to pay. So Winnie, what will you close this conversation with?
For me, just to tell people is that borrow, yes, but make sure you pay within shortest period. The 30 days you have been given, pay it fully. Don't go to the next one to pay the first one. Borrow to make more money. And that's why Charles Kimani succeeded. Because he borrowed to make more money. Borrow to make more money and make sure you pay in the shortest period.
Yes.
Then the other thing is, make sure that when you borrow, and the people that you have in your contacts, if you don't want to be known and you did it as a secret, if you do for the right need, you pay in good time, you calculated the interest, you already know where the income will come from. Because if you are borrowing without knowing where you'll get the money to pay, why are you borrowing? That's why you saw Charles Kimani borrowed how much?
1,600.
Yes. So if I've been given 50,000, do you really need it, all of it? No. So borrow the little that you need that you'll be able to pay within those 30 days.
Okay, guys, I think you've heard it all. Wakusaidika atasaidika. See you next time as we discuss more financial issues. Remember, we cannot talk about financial freedom and empowerment if we are struggling and grappling with small things like debt management, especially with digital lending apps. It's been nice. Ciao. See you. And thank you, Winnie.